Hello, my name is Bryan Patriquin, and I'm here to speak with you today about my study, evaluating healthcare personnel during a pandemic using the Burnout and Occupational Wellbeing Survey. Over the past year, I've worked as part of a multidisciplinary team of healthcare providers, administrators, and public health professionals to help create the BOWS framework and test this evaluation tool. This comprehensive framework guides the scoring of the BOWS through a series of subdomains, domains, and the final cumulative product, the BOWS score. An extensive literature review combining elements from various evidence-based models, merging those models with public health theory, and the experience of the frontline healthcare personnel were all building blocks used to construct the BOWS framework. And this framework serves as a guide for all elements of the survey, from scoring right down to the construction of each and every statement. These domains and subdomains helped operationalize the test's definition of burnout using a whole of health systems approach focused on the occupational setting. So why burnout? Well, it's quite simple. There's a business case in that burnout is largely a systemic issue and it affects every healthcare organization's bottom line, financially, and look at the examples on the slide. It is a multidimensional public health problem. And the BOWS was designed as an organizational assessment tool to help leadership find out which populations within their institution could benefit from some form of targeted intervention. We want to work with leadership developing interventions using a participatory approach, and the BOWS approach promotes sustainability of any and all proposed interventions and will serve to help shift the culture of healthcare to address the occupational health and safety needs of the industry. The BOWS consisted of 50 statements using a 6-point agreement scale, where all outcomes are measured using a reverse scoring system with 1 to 3 indicating occupational well-being, 3 to 3.5 indicating a negative trend where there is an identified problem but not quite meeting the threshold of burnout, and a score equal or greater than 3.5 indicating a burnout trend. The pilot study procedure was to distribute an anonymous survey link electronically via the Qualtrics platform to all healthcare personnel. One New Hampshire hospital, we ran this pilot study and we received a 33.5% response rate. Over 600 nurses received the link and our sample was 196 respondents. Results were then analyzed at a systems level and stratified by all 16 departments of the hospital. The hospital-wide results you'll see here indicate 2 of the domains, personal wellness and compassion fatigue, scored above that yellow line in the negative trend range. But the cumulative BOWS score and presenteeism were both within the occupational well-being range at the system level. When stratifying by department, we can see that 3 departments scored higher than the hospital-wide average in those problem areas and in the cumulative score. One of those departments, the emergency department, you'll see the very top in that greenish color, scored above the burnout threshold on all domains and the cumulative burnout score, the cumulative BOWS score. The other 2 departments, the medical surgical unit and the intensive care unit, they scored within the negative trend range. So there's an identified problem, but they have not quite met the threshold for the burnout score. Quickly like to acknowledge all members of the research team that could be here or could not be here at the conference. And we'd like to say thank you to the New Hampshire Occupational Health Surveillance Program, and especially say thank you to all the frontline healthcare personnel and public health professionals who've continued to work during the COVID-19 pandemic to keep us safe. Thank you. I'd like to thank you, the viewers, as well, and I look forward to speaking with you on the discussion board. Thank you so much. Bye for now.